Good morning. Today, 10th standard, the continuation of the lesson which I was discussing in my last video. I had done till para number 10. So, we'll discuss the furtherance of this lesson. In the last lesson, we came to know that Della and James, that is Jim, were a couple who loved each other deeply, and they on the eve of Christmas, Della wanted to gift something precious to her husband. So she was thinking she had saved almost $1.87. In this, it is $1.87. She could not buy anything precious, so she was very tensed. She was crying. She was thinking what she could do to buy something precious to her husband. So once she gets a plan idea of selling her own hair, which was nothing but a precious possession of hers. So she goes down the stairs and tries to sell off her hair. So we'll read further. Para number 11. On went her old brown jacket, on went her own brown hat, with a whirl of skirts and with a brilliant sparkle till in her eyes, she fluttered out of the window and down the stairs to the streets. So she decided once to sell her hair, and then she wears her brown jacket and brown hat with a sparkle in her eyes. She goes down the stairs and goes to the street where she can sell her hair. Para number 12. Where she stopped, the sign read, Madam Safroni hair goods of all kinds. One flight up Della ran and collected herself, panting, Madam, large two white chilly hardly looked the Safroni. So she was searching for a shop where she can sell her hair. Then suddenly she looks at a board where it was said, Madam Safroni hair goods of all kinds. So she wanted to sell off her hair. So there was a purchaser called Madam Safroni. So she goes there into her shop, and then she asks, Will you buy my hair? Asked Della. I buy hair, said Madam. Take your hat off and let's have a sight at the looks of it. Down rippled the brown cascade. $20, said Madam, lifting the mass with a practiced hand. Give it to me quick, said Della. So she goes to that shop and asks Della says to Safroni Madam that she wants to sell off her hair. Then Madam asks her to lift her hat out of, and then she looks at the hair and then says, I can give you $20 for this hair. So Della asks, give me that $20 quickly. 20 pounds quickly. Oh, and the next 2 hours tripped by on rosy wings, forgot the hashed metaphor. She was ransacking the stores for Jimmy's present. So she got to 20 pounds, and after getting these 20 pounds, she started searching for the shops from where she can get some good items for her husband. She found it at last. It surely had been made for Jim and no one else. There was no other like it in any of the stores, and she had turned all of them inside out. It was a platinum fob chain, simple and chaste in design, properly proclaiming its value by substance alone and not by meticulous ornamentation, as all good things should do. It was even worthy of the watch. As soon as she saw it, she knew that it must be Jim's. It was like him, quietness and value. The description applied to both. So here, when she got the 20 pounds, she started searching in all the shops where she can buy something precious. Then at last she found a shop where watch straps and watches are sold. So she goes inside and finds a platinum fob chain. It was very simple, and the design was simple, and by looking at the design itself, you can think that this platinum fob chain is very precious, and it is simple and good looking, worthy of the watch. Worthy of the watch here refers to the watch which Jim had, the watch which was given to Jim by his grandfather. So she was thinking that this strap, platinum strap, not strap, chain, it is worthy of the watch which was belonged to Jim. Now she also says that as all good things should do, it was even worthy of the watch. As soon as she saw it, she knew that it must be of Jim. So it must be of Jim's here refers to, sometimes we think that this is perfectly fit to us or someone else. Same way, this chain, platinum chain, she thought it perfectly fits Jim. It was like him, quietness and value. So Jim, the chain is very quiet. It is very simple and value. The value of the chain is not less. It is, of course, of more value. That is why she thinks that quietness and value. Sometimes some things are, some people, though they are too quiet, they are very, they may be reserved or quiet, but they are of more value. Their status, it will be of more high standard. And there is also a proverb that whatever makes sounds doesn't mean that it is of more value. Whatever is quiet, whatever is simple, may be of more worth. So always try to opt for simple things. The description applied to both. $21, they took them her off for it, and she hurried home with the 87 cents. With that chain on his watch, Jim might be properly anxious about the time in any company. Grand as the watch was, he sometimes looked at it on the sly on account of the old leather strap that he used in place of a chain. So presently Jim was using a strap around his wrist along with that golden watch. But now Della was thinking, as she has purchased a platinum chain for Jim, the chain suits Jim very well, and his hands and Jim as well will look very good, and it will look Jim will be anxious of using this, and he will be anxious of looking at the watch quite usually. So the watch, in short, will look, as per Della, the watch will look very grand. Para number 20. When Della reached home, her intoxication gave away a little, a prudence of reason. She got out her curling irons and lighted the gas and went to work repairing the ravages made by generosity added to love, which is always a tremendous task. Dear friends, a mammoth task. So just she had cut her hair, she just made up her hair. She looked herself in the mirror and tried to rectify whatever has gone wrong. And she went to the kitchen, lighted up the gas, and she kept everything in a proper manner. Para number 22. Within 40 minutes, her head was covered with the tiny, close lining curls that made her look wonderfully like a truant schoolboy. She looked at her reflection in the mirror long, carefully, and critically. So it was small now. She looked as if she is a schoolboy, a truant schoolboy. She looked at the reflection. She looked at the reflection of herself for a long time and then carefully and critically. She just observed herself in the mirror and critically. Critically means, oh my god, how I look like this way. 22. If Jim doesn't kill me, she said to herself, before he takes a second look at me, he will say I look like a Coney Island chorus girl. But what could I do? What could I do? Oh, what could I do with $1.87? She just, while looking at the mirror, she started thinking, oh my god, what can I do now? If Jim doesn't like this, he will definitely kill him. Kill her doesn't mean that he is going to kill. Literally, is not going to kill. It does mean that he won't like, and he will be angry on her. Para number 23. At 7 o'clock, the coffee was made and the frying pan was on the back of the stove, hot and ready to cook the chops. So at 7 o'clock evening, she started putting the frying pan on and she started cooking the chops. 24. Jim was never late. Della doubled the fob chain in her and sat on the corner of the table near the door he always entered. Then she heard his step on the stair away down on the first flight, and she turned white for just a moment. She had a habit of saying little silent prayers about the simplest everyday things, and now she whispered, please God, make him think I am still pretty. So she was nervous because she has sold her precious possession that Jim had always liked it. Now she sold it. Why? Why she sold it? She wanted to get something good for her husband. Now she is worried that as she has sold the hair and she got the chain for her husband, now she thinks that she is not looking good to her husband, and she usually prays to God that simple things as usual prayers, but now she started praying to God. At that moment when her husband was about to come, she started praying to God, please God, make him think I am still pretty. So she is praying to God to make Jim think that she, without the hair, she is still pretty. Para number 25. The door opened and Jim stepped in and closed it. He looked thin and very serious. Poor fellow. He was only 22. So, and to be burdened with a family. He needed a new overcoat and he was without a gloves. So this para shows the condition of Jim. He is of only 22 years old and he has got already he has a family. So they are not well to do people. So he needs a coat. Actually he needed a coat, but he is adjusting with his old coat and he does not have even gloves. Wearing a gloves is very must in western countries, so that they can protect themselves from the cold wind. So in this video this much is enough. Next from 26 to till the end I will deal in my next video. Till then, namaste.